Every year we're seeing more and more turtles stranding, partially because of an increase in awareness, but also because there are more extreme weather events, there are more storms, there are more extreme temperature changes and strong winds, probably a consequence of changing weather systems, more extreme weather systems that are indicative of climate change. And all of those things for us lead to increased strandings. What we experienced in April was something I've never seen before. It was really, we called it Turtlegeddon. We had close to 400 turtles strand in just a few days. And this was because there was an unseasonal extreme weather event out at sea that just sideswept a whole lot of the turtles out of the current and onto shore. Normally in a stranding season, which is about 4 months in duration, we'll get between 50 and about 150 turtles. The next turtle that comes in will be turtle 599. 600. Will it be 600? Yeah. So we're almost at 600 turtles. So it's been a very busy season. We had to build extra capacity in what is normally our boat storage area. We built capacity for an extra 126 turtles, and on the roof we built capacity for an extra like 44. So we can house about 300 little turtles if we need to, which is good because we still got about 2 months of our stranding season left. So we are still expecting more to come. 137.07. In addition to all the challenges out at sea in extreme weather, being predated upon by all sorts of other animals, sadly we're seeing that plastic is a huge factor of illness in turtles, and we're seeing this globally. Certainly in our strandings every year we're seeing more and more like mesoplastic, so this kind of small plastic being consumed by turtles because it floats on the surface, and they're floating on the surface eating anything they can find. And some of the plastic they're lucky enough to be able to pass easily, but sometimes the plastic really does get compacted and cause a blockage or a tear in the gut, and sadly also leads to death. It is quite terrifying to see some of the plastic. I mean, this is just from one little baby turtle. It is one of the sad realities of what turtles face in the ocean. Turtles are known as ocean indicators, and that's because they spend their entire lives in a space that we can't visualize. They are in the open ocean, in the currents, and when they're coming to us, Turtle Conservation Center, with a stomach filled with plastic like this, they are sharing a very strong message about what their environment is like. And it should be a wake-up call for all of us.
Over here is little 597. She is one of our critical care patients at the moment. You can see she's in a nice big box. This box is called our oxygen box, and it functions much like an incubator to keep the critical care patients nice and warm, and they can also get lots of oxygen in here. With our critical care patients, they are rather weak. Sometimes they're unable to lift their heads properly for a breath. So having them in our oxygen box, getting specialized care, it helps them get the energy and strength that they need for the day. Only once the vet clears them for release will they actually leave the oxygen box and then head to another area called the quarantine area to join their friends. For the animals here, just like our critical care patients that are on oxygen, they will get weighed every single day. So we actually monitor their weight very closely. We track to see if there is an increase in their weight or if there is a dip in their weight. We want them to gain lots of good weight, because if they are gaining weight, it means that they are getting the strength that they need to actually cope with whatever it is that they are fighting in their bodies. diving is critical for a turtle to do. It is also one of the behaviors that we monitor closely for them. And the main reason why we monitor their diving is because it gives us a sense of their general activity levels. So if they are able to dive well and maintain their depth as well and feed at the bottom of their tanks, normally means that they are good and that they can go to a different area.
So the aim with every single turtle that we receive is to release it. Turtles roam the oceans. Their home is the vastness of the sea, and being in a space, even if we can give them all the space we have, it's not nearly enough. So once the turtles have gained good weight, medically very healthy, and have a really good chance of surviving, we release them back into the sea. This can take anywhere from a few months to a few years, but the goal is always to release them back into the ocean. And for us, that is an exciting thing. It's something we work towards, but it's also very sobering because the ocean we release them into is not a safe one for them. It's less safe than when they're stranded. So with each turtle we release, we're constantly thinking, how can we protect their ocean home? How can we make choices in how we live and what we do on land to make the ocean a safer home for all of the turtles we release back into the sea?